All right, how's it going, everyone? Nick Atkin here, Bangkok Post in Doha, Qatar. I've tracked the general down, Jonathan Haggerty, in the hotel here in, I don't even know which part of Doha. We're in the city, but I'm here. I can't be more excited to chat to the bantamweight kickboxing champ. He's going to be defending his belt against Wei Rui on Thursday. How you feeling, John? You looking good at the open workouts last night?
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, mate. Yeah, I feel amazing. You know, obviously it's up to me now to defend this belt, and I wouldn't say there's a lot of weight on my shoulders, but I'm really craving this win. I've never craved a win so much. I need to get back in the winning column, so I'm excited to get in there, put on a show for the Qatar's fans and everyone around the world.
Yeah, I didn't really get to speak to you ever since Denver. I'm just gonna ask you. It's been a good 6 months or so now. How have you moved on from that loss? Obviously, I know how hard you worked for it. I was there in Denver. I saw you training. You were out for a month, getting prepared. And then it's definitely not the way you wanted to go out, is it? That knockout loss. But have you been able to move past it now?
Yeah, I was gutted, for the first week. I feel like the first time I lost the belt, I took it hard on myself. I put a lot of pressure on myself. But obviously, I knew that I could get it back, and I did. So now I've took that mentality of I'm going to go get that back again. So it's up to me now to keep putting in the hard work, stay dedicated to my craft, and just better myself in every way possible. So that's what we're doing, and we're starting with this fight.
Is it something where you just think, all right, shit happens, let's move on? That's not the real me. I just got caught.
I mean, yeah, I didn't want to say it was a lucky shot because obviously it was a great shot. He timed it well, but I'm just glad I couldn't show what I put in the gym. I was waiting for round 2, round 3 to kick in the gears, and you don't know how frustrating it is.
I can imagine.
How frustrating it is. I was super ready. It's probably the best I've ever felt apart from this fight camp. So maybe we'll get a rematch and we'll make it a win this time.
That's what I was going to say. Do you want to run that back? You get a win here, next week. I feel like Superlek may one day come after your other belt, or you're going to go back and try and win that Muay Thai belt. Which rule set would you like to face him in a rematch?
Any really, as long as I keep my guard up this time and don't rush in and be too eager. But 100%, I'd welcome him over to kickboxing. He'll have a long night this time. I feel like I'm going to let the Muay Thai division play out. There's a lot of great contenders coming through. See how Nabil and Superlek get on. Be a great fight. I'll be watching and hopefully get the winner.
I think, it's just, even I think Joe Rogan was talking about it, and he said that you had this hop when you came in. And is that something you didn't realize that you did, and now maybe you've corrected that, or was it just an accident?
100%, it's what I do. It's worked for me ever since, but obviously now he found out a way to get past it. But I always thought there's one way of having a game plan, but there's another thing implementing it when you're fighting against me. But obviously he put it into action very well, so great work. But obviously I've changed a lot of things, and we'll have to see for the next fight.
Yeah, I don't want to talk all about Denver. Let's talk about Qatar. Wei Rui, he is very good, and I think a lot of people aren't giving him the credit. He has a great record. He's got a lot of experience in kickboxing. In some ways, do you feel you might be an underdog here, or are you confident, given everything you've done, you're still the favorite?
I wouldn't say an underdog, but I definitely think he's a credible opponent. He's the number one for a reason. It's an honour to share the ring with him. He's got 70 wins, 3 losses, great record, better than mine. So, it's going to be a great fight, and we're just excited to put a win in front of the loss.
Does part of you think, I've only got one kickboxing fight in one? This guy obviously also has one fight in one kickboxing, but he's got, like you said, 70 wins. Mm-hmm. Do you feel you're at a disadvantage in terms of kickboxing rule set?
No, I wouldn't say so. I feel like my style is more kickboxing anyway, more evasive, hit, don't get hit, apart from the last fight. And I keep going back to it, trying to get hit. But we've implemented a lot of game plans for this fight, more combinations, etc. And we know he's a southpaw, so I work well against the southpaw. So, we're excited.
Will you look for a finish, or will you be more patient than last time? I think he's going to try and outpoint you. But are you confident if it does go to scorecards, you can still get a decision, or do you have to knock him out?
Either or, you know, I'm always in there to get a knockout, get a finish, put on a great show. But I've learnt my lessons from my last one. Don't rush in, pick your shots, and then when you see it, then go for it.
A lot of people talking about your new S&C programs. I saw an underwater thing and some very inventive techniques. Yeah, how do you feel these things are going to help you, and who's behind that? Is that Christian's stuff?
We just thought we'll add it. I normally do underwater stuff anyway in camp, like, you know, open up the lungs, lung capacity. But this time we've added kettlebells. I think the guy was working with Alistair Overeem, etc. So we linked up with him. We've done a bit of work, and it was hard. You know, I nearly passed out a few times under there. You know, it's a mental challenge as well. You know, when you need that air, but you tell yourself, come on, you can get through it. And then yeah, it was great. It was a great experience, and anything to get the win. Anything to better myself. So yeah.
We were talking outside before we came in about your old pal Nico Carrillo and his fight with Nabil. Yeah, I know you were there. You were with Freddie. Your whole family was there. What did you make of both men's performance? Let's start with Nabil. Were you impressed?
Yeah, great performance. You know, I feel a lot of people written him off, including Nico. Great performance. I'm excited to see him versus Superlek and how that plays out, because it's going to be a lot different to the first fight. And he might have the edge this time. I feel like he could get the win over Superlek.
So you think maybe you're going to face Nabil instead of Superlek if you go for the belt again?
I'd love to.
And Nico, I know there's no love lost between you two. Do you think what do you think went wrong for him?
Obviously, I know it's not nice to get a loss, and, you know, he was in reaching with the belt, so don't want to kick a man while he's down. But I do feel like he focused on me way too much on fight week. Honestly, even in the sauna, he was telling me he would never get knocked out in round one. I just said to him, listen, you got a hard fight. Focus on Nabil. It's going to be a hard fight for you. I hope he does well in the featherweight division. There's some great fights up there for him, and who knows, maybe a catch weight or so. I wish him all the best though.
Patrick said he still would love to do you guys together at Wembley Arena is his dream. Do you see that ever happening?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I might have to do some more weights, go up to featherweight, who knows. But it'll be an exciting fight either way.
Your old pal Nongo has gone down as well. Do you think that's a good move for him?
Yeah, he looked great. I actually thought he won that fight, if I'm honest. His body looked great. I felt like his punch resistance might have not been there. But it was good. He's done well. And I'm excited to see his next fight.
All right. I won't keep you any longer. Any final message ahead of 1171 in Qatar? What are you going to do to Wei Rui when you get in the ring at Lusail Sports Arena? Sorry, the cage. I think it's a cage, right?
It is, yeah. So the first thing I'm not going to do is rush in. So take my time, enjoy it. That's the main thing. I'm going to enjoy it in there. I know he's, like you said, he's going to try and come for the points victory. But it's up to me to put a full stop and a demolition job.
All right. Appreciate you talking to me, Jonathan Haggerty, the champ, and still, I imagine.
Still, for sure.
Okay. Thanks, mate.